Okay, first I'm going to give you the legal definition of self-defense, and then I'm going to tell you if I agree with it or not and my take on it. Alright, from reading from my notes. Self-defense, the use of reasonable force to protect oneself or members of the family from bodily harm from the attack of an aggressor. If the defender has reason to believe he, she, they are in danger, self-defense is a common defense by a person accused of assault, battery, or homicide. The force used in self-defense may be sufficient for protection from apparent harm or to halt any danger from attack, but cannot be an excuse to continue the attack or use excessive force. Examples: an unarmed man punches Alan Alabi, who hits the attacker with a baseball bat. That is legitimate self-defense. You see how he was attacked and he struck back. That is, but Albee cannot chase after the attacker and shoot him or beat him senseless. If the attacker has a gun or a butcher knife and is verbally threatening Albee, is probably warranted in shooting him. Basically, appropriate self-defense is judged on all circumstances. So this is what a psychiatrist does to you. They put you in a position where they're verbally threatening you with a pill that's going to assault you. It's going to assault you eternally, okay? And you do not want to take it. That's why I say kill the motherfucker. You understand me? Kill them. That is the answer. And I'll go to court with you and help you defend it. Because that's by the legal definition. By definition. Okay? It goes on. Basically, appropriate self-defense is judged on all the circumstances. Reasonable force can also be used to protect property from theft or destruction. Okay? Now what happened in the mental hospital? They had stolen my property, just like when my family came and jumped me and took my property in my own fucking room. There's nothing they can say after that. Because they've assaulted me, broke the lock, broke and entered. So they put me in a position where I had to self-defense as a legal defense. And it was a viable legal defense. But the police sided with the bootlickers. Why? Because they had vested interests with the bootlickers, the shrinks, the pharmaceutical companies. That's why they're following me around right now. That's why they followed me all the way across the bay the other day, trying to figure out what I was doing. And the dumb fucks only came up with what I allowed them to overhear. A bunch of morons. Now, I go on. Self-defense cannot include killing or great bodily harm to defend property unless personal danger is also involved. As in the case of muggings. Okay? So what were they doing? They were mugging me. They were mugging me for my personal property for a perceived reason, which is an anxiety problem that they have. They said, I perceive this is something, and their inability to perceive the situation was the underlying cause / root cause. Fucking fools. So not only did I countlessly, time and time again, prove my perception superior to everybody around here, neighbors, family, and all, but on said date, on key date, I proved it as well, as they jumped me, broke and entered in my private property, vandalized my private property, assaulted me, and I was the one taken away. This is why my rights are completely ignored. The feds did not step in on my behalf, so I am forced to defend myself by legal definition. And I go on. See, even when the blacks in the South in the civil rights movement wanted to go to school, the feds stepped in to defend them. But when I was jumped and assaulted and my property vandalized and my rights ripped up to shreds, where were the feds? Where were the feds but funding the terrorists? That's why I swear to God to uphold the laws of God at the price of lives, of all lives, if that is what is meant. And this time, it is not a figure of fucking speech. God wills this. Arrest my case, legally and all, by definition of the Bible and your legal doctrine, as all.